every dollar spent in planning is worth 1,000 in execution. But it is true that sometimes you gotta convince a leader who might be under pressure to slow down and spend a little bit of more time planning instead of just jumping right into action. How do you handle those situations?
Yeah, it's not sometimes.
I get.
It's every time. It's every time.
Yeah.
It's every time because there's a really strong push, specifically within project management, construction execution, that type of thing, that we can templatize this. If we just follow the template, all the planning's already been done. Okay, sure. With respect to, X amount of material per square foot type of thing, yeah, that can speed things up in planning. The problem that I see with accelerated planning isn't necessarily the temporal aspect of how long it took. The mistake that people make in trying to accelerate planning is to use a smaller team. There's an error curve, okay? And this is a human performance tool. There's a curve that we all need to be aware of, okay? So anytime we do anything, our focus, right, how closely we're paying attention is the y-axis, okay?
Hmm.
I'm backward, but the y-axis. So we're not paying a lot of attention, we're paying a lot of attention. And then the x-axis is familiarity. How familiar are we with it? We're not very familiar with it, we're very familiar with it. And what happens is there's this inverse relationship between attention and familiarity. Most common examples, driving to and from work. We're super, super familiar with it. So we're not paying attention. We're over here. Okay. And that's called skills-based space. I don't have to pay attention. I've done this a million times. Go the other way, and you have a very low familiarity. I've never done this before. Driving in a new city. I've never been here before. Boom, turn the radio down, right? And I'm
Hmm.
paying really close attention. So low familiarity, high attention, that's a knowledge-based space. I don't know this particular city, but I have a fundamental database of how cities work, left, right, north, south,
Hmm.
this kind of thing. So I know how they work. I just don't know this specific town. So I have a basis of knowledge that I'm going to use kind of for some pattern recognition. The point being that the more familiar we are with something, the less we pay attention to it. So in planning, how we screw this up in planning is we think we're much more familiar with this task than we actually are.